Well, thanks guys. Welcome to another OurAutoExpert.com review. Today we're reviewing a car which is not brand new on the market, but it's, in our opinion, one of the best buys you can have out there. In fact, this is probably the best full-size sedan available on the market. It's the Chrysler 300. We're going to put it on the road and test drive it, take a walk around it and look what's new for 2017 and find out if Ryan's backside is comfortable in the cooled seats. Well, the Chrysler 300 is definitely one of my favorite vehicles to drive. Once you're in it, you feel like you're in command of a battle cruiser, basically. Large, big, American engineering, and a lot of fun. Ryan, you've driven this? Did you have as much fun as I did?
I'm pretty sure I smoked the tires just as much as anybody else would. I mean, a V8 sedan, this is about as good as it gets.
So there are a few things that are interesting about the 300. The most underrated by absolutely a mile full-size sedan in America. One of the things that this vehicle does come with is the option of a V6 engine and all-wheel drive. Now you can only get the all-wheel drive in the V6 engine. I have had an all-wheel drive V6. This is my second V8, which I have had, and I will tell you, the rear-wheel drive V8 is off the hook. I really enjoy this vehicle, just because it makes you feel so powerful. However, my gas bill's gone up quite considerably, and that's because I like to floor this car when possible. If I have to take a long road trip, the 300 is what I take it in. It's comfortable, it's large, it's easily maneuverable, and it makes the perfect road trip vehicle. Under the hood, a 5.7 V8 engine, 363 is the horsepower you'll get out of this. The Chrysler 300 was always supposed to be a V8, however there is a V6 available with 300 horsepower now, and with that you can get the all-wheel drive.
So in the previous version that we had, the V6 all-wheel drive, we had the Beats audio system. It now has this updated 10-speaker Beats audio system that is incredible. From
the outside, Ralph Gilles has made some very fine changes to the vehicle, but they make it look a lot more aggressive. The black roof, the fin on the back, alright, it's a lip on the back of the trunk, really make this car look menacing, look big, look powerful. It's living up to its name.
But it's still a sleeper car. So when you pull up to the light, people are like, oh, it's just a sedan. And since this is the V8 version, when you take off, I've literally seen next brake because they think this thing has a Hellcat engine in it.
Really saw someone's next brake, did you?
Yeah, I really saw a bunch of next brakes.
Just checking. This is your adaptive cruise control for your radar. Very aggressive front sports grille, and for 2017 they also have given it that sports appearance package. It has side sills, Goodyear Eagle F1 tires, but the part for me which really makes this new 2017 Chrysler zing is the optional color of this dark black bronze on the wheel. I love the sound that the vehicle makes as well. Alright, it's not a i8 or it's not a Ferrari or it's not a Maserati, but the engine sound of this vehicle is great for the size of vehicle as well. It still has that powerful rumble on the inside of the car that you can hear, and outside as well. Not again a gurgle, but a nice rumble. Makes you feel like it's a V8 engine that you're driving.
It's the Mopar growl.
Now, one of the questions a lot of people have been asking is, since the Hellcat or whatever it might be, the Trackhawk versions of cars have been seeping out of the Dodge brand, which is the sister brand to this. This is built on the same platform as the Challenger and the Charger. They're asking whether there will be a high-performance 300. I do believe that the 300 platform goes away this year. This will be the final year, or 2018 models will be the final year that the 300 is available. So come 2019, there's going to be some new vehicles. That means that they will be built on a different platform. When I asked specifically one of the senior executives at Chrysler whether they would have an idea of what this will be built on, they said to me, you don't ask what platform the next iPhone will be built on, so we're not going to tell you, but whatever it is, you know it'll carry on the heritage of the brand.
We have these newly added perforated leather heated and vented seats, so new for 2017 is that ventilation for the front seats. And we also have rear heated seats, which is awesome for any passengers.
Now, even with Ryan sitting in the front seat and being a tall gentleman that he is, having the seat pushed all the way back, there's still loads of room for my legs in the back here. And I can also notice the high quality of things like the seats and stitching. All right, let's see how this vehicle does acceleration-wise. I mean, it's just off the hook. 80 miles an hour in just a number of seconds. This thing is really great. In fact, even though we have a closed road, we probably shouldn't be going too fast without helmets.
So now that the top is blacked out and we have this dual pane panoramic sunroof, when the sun cooks down on us, we're not physically cooking inside here. It's actually a lot cooler in here, so it's a lot more comfortable ride than last year's.
Ryan always likes to be cooler than everybody else.
I like my buns to stay cool.
You have buns?
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed.
You ever heard of swampy buns?
I thought your legs just went up into your back.
So we have a winter weather advisory popping up on our 4th generation Uconnect system, which is newly updated, and the appearance is actually a lot better than it was before. But honestly, this is our favorite system to use. It's very easy to use. The colors are very bright and vibrant, and honestly, it's a very large screen. It's 8
inches, an 8-inch screen. The other thing about this screen, which is different from a lot of automakers, is the fact that it's square, which means that it is 8 inches from diameter to diameter. The good thing about this is that the buttons on the bottom, or the symbols on the bottom, radio, media, climate, apps, controls, navigation, and phone, which by the way are interchangeable, you can move these buttons around, they will always be up. So whatever screen you're on, you can go and push those buttons and access the things that you're looking for. So I can always access my climate by hitting the climate button. And heated, cooled seats, heated steering wheel, and the climate system is one of the easiest to use. It's up and down buttons, dual climate control in the front. One thing that always amazes me is the size and the quality of the interior of the Chrysler 300. In fact, the size of this trunk means your family should be able to get even skis in the back. All right, bumpy road test, here we go. Let's see how this vehicle handles on an extremely bumpy road that has about 500 potholes in it.
468?
468, I'm sorry, I exaggerated. Look at this thing go. This is great. A great suspension. Chrysler well known for their smooth and very luxury suspension. All right, time to do the windy road test. Let's see how this vehicle does at speed on a windy road.
So typically in the V6 we have the sport-tuned suspension, and now we have the performance-tuned suspension in this V8, so as we're throwing around these corners it should be a lot stiffer, even though it's kind of wet and we shouldn't be pushing it too hard.
Slid the back end out a little bit there. Just handles so well. It's a big car, it's a heavy car, and a huge engine in this thing, but it still rocks the corners. Just holds it really well. Just well planted. I can put it exactly in the road where I want it. It's not telling me how I want to drive, I'm telling it how I want it to drive. Thanks for watching our review of the Chrysler 300, the best full-size sedan on the market. More reviews available at our YouTube channel. Please hit that little subscribe button at the bottom, or go to testmiles.com or ourautoexpert.com to see lots of cool reviews, news, and all the stuff that you've been looking for on automotives. And if you don't do that, Ryan will come to your house and steal your teddy bear.
All of them. Not
all
just
your
one.
Teddy bears.
Not just one.